I want to go to Congressman Mark Green of Tennessee right now. Congressman, if I could flip on that and talk about Ukraine with you and our commitment to Ukraine. The president-elect was also asked about whether, President Zelensky there should be looking at entertaining a deal. And he said outright, yes, he should. What did you think?
No, I think that's the right answer. What we've got to do is shape Zelensky's expectations for the outcome here, and there is no way Crimea is going to come back to Ukraine. I mean, it's just, I don't see that happening. If you want to get to peace, we're going to have to come up with a negotiated settlement, and I think Trump's the guy to make that happen. He's already indicated that. He's already talked to Zelensky, and I think that we're moving them in that direction.
The president-elect also touched on this whole drone controversy that's going on. He wasn't quite clear what is going on. He kidded about maybe it's not safe for him to be at his golf course in Bedminster, New Jersey, where they've also popped up. But he has his doubts about there's nothing to worry about here. The mere opposite of Joe Biden and a lot of the talk we've been hearing from the administration. He readily said, a lot of this kind of doesn't add up. I'm paraphrasing here. Do you concur with that?
Look, Neil, when they say there's no evidence to suggest X or Y, what they're really saying is we don't know. And that's not good enough for the American people. I mean, there is a significant amount of fear over this, and it's justifiable. We have had drones invade airspace over our military installations in Germany, in California, in New Jersey now, with Picatinny. Look, this is a concern. And if this were all a DOD exercise, they would admit it to make people feel better. If this were all manned aircraft, that's what they would say. There is a subset of this that we don't know what it is. They haven't reported it, and they haven't told us in Congress, which is even more egregious. And tragically, they've known about this since the beginning of November, and no one even, like the Chinese spy balloon. They didn't contact us until somebody saw it flying over Montana. This is inappropriate behavior from this administration. We need to get to the bottom of this. And the only way you get to the bottom of it is to capture one of the drones. And I have a bill to do that. That will give the local authorities the right to shoot them down. And we need to pass that bill, put the authorities in the state and local police, and let them get one, and let's get an analysis on it.
The president-elect also, he touched on a lot, as you know, Congressman, including what's going on in the Middle East right now. He has echoed again that warning to Hamas that if you don't release whatever hostages you have left, there will be hell to pay. He didn't outline, naturally he wouldn't, what that hell to pay would be, but many have indicated that it would be to unleash Israel to do whatever it has to do. Do you agree with that?
Look, President Trump shouldn't show his cards on what he's willing to do, but I can tell you unleashing hell on Hamas for holding Americans should have happened right the day after October the 7th, right? I mean, there is no reason why that organization has held American citizens for as long as they have. Just fecklessness from the current administration. So President Trump is telling them, look, we're coming, and you better let the Americans go. And that's what he needs to communicate, because they're holding Americans hostage. That should be unacceptable to all of us. We all ought to be, upset about this. And Trump has just said, there'll be hell to pay. You better let them go. And I'm glad he's done it.
All right, Congressman, thank you very much, and for your patience. We did have a lot of breaking news with the next president of the United States, but a lot of good reads on things. Congressman Mark Green.